Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm KandyCorpse, you can call me Kay, and today is going to be an update video. So we're going to be going over two stories that I've actually done separately. One of them already had an update. So this one, if you remember, it's from one of the True Scary Story videos. It's from about a month ago is when it was uploaded, and I believe I did read the initial one, like maybe it was like a week after, but anyway, it's titled Someone Is Watching Me. So I'm reading the third update. I've already gone through the other ones. If you want to go through my other scary story videos, it's probably not the most recent one that I posted last week, but like the two before that, I think, are where I have the initial story and the update for this. The other one is actually going to be an Am I the Asshole? So this one I posted on Friday, but the actual update was posted a couple days ago because the story was posted 2 days before that when I had originally filmed. And I'm really glad I happened to run across this because I was so excited, and I think I did say in the video, I don't remember if I cut it out or not because I was rambling a little like I am now, but I think I remember saying that I was going to try to keep an eye on this one because she said she was going to update because she was having a meeting with certain people involved in the story. So I was so fucking excited, dude, when I seen this. So that all being said, I'm gonna get right into this. This is by user BrilliantBex1992. It'll be right here if y'all want to go back and read the others if you haven't. Someone Is Watching Me, update 3. I honestly wish I wasn't writing this. Girl, it got really bad. For those of you who haven't seen it, it did get really bad. I feel so bad for her. I've had weeks of peace with only the ping of my overactive camera system alerting me to people passing by with their dogs or children. I thought everything was fine, and maybe this isn't the most dramatic update, but it was just another scary tick mark to add to the list. I got an alert to activity outside the garage, given my garage door crowbar banger. That's the one I always pay the most attention to, honestly. I keep weird hours and hadn't been on my phone, so at first I thought my dad was leaving for work. When I saw the recording it made instance later, this man walked boldly up to the car in the driveway, my mom's at the moment, and tried the handles of the door before running off. I called the police with a good description and told them I have it on video, but my town doesn't have a large police force, and some of them are just like any department, shady and lazy. Nah, I get that. I've rewatched it so many times now, and he has the same build as the man I saw at the garage before. It's obviously not definitive, but I know I have more details about his description and that I couldn't see before due to lack of lighting and cameras. I'm still pretty shaky, even though he didn't get into it or anything. I was outside not even half an hour ago, though in the fenced backyard. I hope this isn't a lame update. It feels like it to me because still nothing is solved. And even though it might be unrelated, is that actually probable? That one person and or their house would attract so much trouble from completely different individuals? It doesn't seem likely. To the man outside my house tonight, let's never meet. Edit to add, this man saw the camera before he ran. I don't know if he wouldn't have tried it more had he not, but it had a little red and blue lights on the front part of it that rotates in a full circle, so even I've noticed it. It's large and lights up a bit. That's why I thought they've deterred creeps so far. Just forgot to put that in because I don't think I'm exactly in a great headspace. Second edit of the night was visited by the police, who very kindly didn't ring the bell. Parents asleep have been texted about all of this. I gave all the evidence and they found the guy. I don't know for absolute sure it was the same man that banged on my garage or watched from the window, but I do know that they caught this guy and my video footage will be used, I guess. I don't know. I was really doubtful they'd actually send someone due to the chastising text message, non-emergency was closed, LOL, so I called the regular line. As I'd mentioned in an earlier post about this incident, my dad had told me there'd been a lot of car thefts in the neighborhood. Weirdest part to me that I think I must add to be fucking imagining is that he looks from somewhat fuzzy camera stills quite a bit like the guy I had a one-night stand with a couple months ago, right around when all this started. I really didn't think it could be him, but I'm hoping that since I'm supposed to get the ring footage to the officer tomorrow don't have access to that one. I can ask who this person is. I'm hoping it's all over now, and I'm so thankful for those who provide me with great advice, which gave me a lot of comfort. Unless I'm wrong and there's a second person, statistically unlikely, this will be my last update and thankfully a closed chapter. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely insane. Someone said, can you please update us if it is the one night stand guy? I'm invested in your story. They said, will do. I'm seriously hoping not, because then I'm a much bigger idiot than I thought, but at least I was able to deal with the situation well last night. I guess there was a learning curve. So I'm just looking to see if they posted any information, because this is the only actual post. So they're just saying that they met the one night stand at a New Year's Eve party. They haven't updated yet whether it is the person from the one night stand. So this one I am really excited for. This is the update for AITA for leaving a dinner party after a girl sat on my husband's lap. So for those who didn't see my last video, the girl is 18, husband's like 25, she's 25, and the husband's best friend is the girl's brother. And the girl and the best friend and the husband are the only ones who didn't have an issue with this, but everyone else had an issue with it. His friends, the best friend's girlfriend, she had an issue with it. It turns out one of the friends is actually gay and was there with his boyfriend, and she was also sexually harassing the boyfriend to prove to everyone that he wasn't actually gay. And then when they were like, seriously, you need to fucking stop, she cried and played victim and said that she was just making a joke and nobody could take a joke, just like she was doing with OP and OP's husband. And OP's husband fucking stood up for her instead of the wife and was like, oh, well, you think she's being inappropriate with me? Well, you're a fucking creep. And then ran away to his mommy. And she told his mom, and his mom was like, we're coming over and he's gonna fucking apologize. So that is a very, very, like, no details at all summary. I don't even think I said what happened. Anyway, this is the update where apparently they sat down, because I guess it was a couple days later, where they actually sat down and talked. So this user is throwra-eel. Anyway, for people who are still asking me about the update in private messages, so my mother-in-law came with my husband, and well, the talk happened. There were a lot of things, but I will try to summarize. Basically, Jake apologized to me first and tried to explain his point of view. He said that he was angry because A, I left without saying anything for the whole night when he was literally just trying to defuse the situation, and tried to laugh it off because it was so awkward, he didn't know what else to do, but instead of communicating, I just left him in that weird situation. He was meeting his friends after such a long time and just wanted the dinner to be peaceful, and Cindy was going back anyway, and we would most likely never meet her again. B, he acknowledged Cindy was indeed overstepping boundaries, but he didn't know how to bring it up since he's literally seen her grow up and she's like a sister to him. Also, she acts like that with everyone. He thought that it was just for a few days, and he wanted no drama during their stay, so he would just brush it off. He did acknowledge he was wrong about not saying anything. C, he was already really worried and sad because how I just left with no explanations. Even after I came, not once I asked how he felt. He was also very overwhelmed with everything and felt I was accusing him for not doing anything when he literally pushed her off as politely as possible when she tried to sit. He felt I was attacking his character and even gave the ultimatum, which made him so sad as he felt if I thought that less of him. It wasn't about Cindy, but about how easy it was for me to question his sincerity. He said after that dinner he was going to go extremely low contact with her anyways. D, he apologized for not speaking up about the disrespect Cindy was showing towards me and also for leaving like that. Then after Jake said everything, mother-in-law explained Jake about the situation from her perspective. She scolded him a lot as well. In short, she told him that as a husband, it was his responsibility to make me feel like I'm his priority and that he disappointed me in the moment. I had come to him to ask for establishing boundaries. As a husband, it was his duty that I never would have to come to him about this in the first place. She also asked him how he would have felt had it been a guy on my lap, and he had no answer to it. She told him how what I did was an eruption of suppressed feelings and as a husband, it was his duty to go after me and never let me leave in the first place. There were a lot of things said by her and Jake, which seemed to realize and sincerely apologize for his actions. She told him if he ever pulled such a stunt ever again, then to not expect her to take him in. Later, she took me for a walk. It was just the two of us, and there she explained some things to me as well. She said that she's sorry for everything, but I told that even at her house, Jake was distraught. He didn't tell her because he most likely knew he was wrong too, but was overwhelmed about everything as well. She said she in no way is excusing her son's behavior, but would hope that I would forgive him. She also said that in no circumstances I need to leave my house, as it was my house and my family. She said I shouldn't be afraid of speaking my mind if anything makes me uncomfortable, and to talk to her if Jake does something stupid again, and she'll set him straight. She hoped we work it out since she has seen our love for each other, and it would be sad to see us split up due to some disrespectful brat, her words. She said she cannot have a say in our issues, but suggested that we should get counseling to understand each other better. She even brought ice cream for me. I know it's a bit childish, but she said sweet things work as a charm when people are upset, and she was right. Well, it was an awkward night. Jake came to our room and we didn't know what to say. After a while, we talked and both apologized to each other. However, I did tell that I was angry at him to tell everything to Sean and was deeply hurt by the text he sent me. He said he didn't know what I was talking about, and I showed him the text. He said he didn't tell Sean about our fight and only told him that he was at his mom's place. He called Sean, and well, it turns out Sean told Cindy and told her how she went too far at the party. Then Cindy made a huge sob story about how I was passive aggressive with her the whole time, how I would always try to question her character and act insecure and jealous. She even went on to say that I was always like that with her, even when she was a kid, and that I never liked her and always tried to manipulate people into thinking I was an angel while she was a slut. Well, that made him angry to think how I've been treating Cindy, and he sent those texts. Jake and I were baffled by such accusations, and he tried to explain to Sean how it wasn't true, but then Jake just let it be and decided to go no contact with Cindy and extremely low contact with Sean. Jake apologized again, and we just cuddled and slept. Well, Cindy is out of our lives for good now, and we've decided to go to counseling for better communication in the future. Let's see how everything goes in the future, but yeah, we're not getting divorced. I know a lot of you wanted me to show Jake this post, but he was so sad and got scolded a lot already, so I decided to not show him for now. Maybe in the future. Sorry for all this rambling. Have a good day. Edit. I read people saying we should go no contact with Sean too, and I felt that it would be best to let that friendship go as well. So I talked to my husband about it, and he agreed. So he sent a text to Sean stating that we could not be friends with him, and then blocked him as well. To clarify, I have somewhat forgiven Jake for his actions, but I told him he needs to rebuild the trust I had. I know I can rely on him in situations like that. He agreed, and will get couples counseling as well. Thank you all for the advice. You all made me feel less lonely during all of this. Okay, so I just did a quick scroll through these comments, and this was posted a couple days ago. It doesn't look like OP has responded to any of them, given any other updates, but that's most likely going to be the last update for this story. Hopefully the last one for the other one as well, but I will keep it saved and keep an eye on it just in case they do make another comment or another small update confirming that it was the person that they had met back in January for the previous story. But it looks like that's it for now. Okay, so that's it for today's video. This is not going to be uploaded during my regular scheduled videos. I'm going to still be working on those, but I wanted to really do this update, so this is just going to be an extra video for you guys this week. I hope you guys enjoyed. I was really excited to read these, and I just wanted to make a whole separate day for it, especially since I'm out of work because of my eye anyway, so fuck it, right? Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video.